Ready? Alright, what's up everybody? Alright, before we start this video, I'm gonna announce the winner of the C-Coach device that we were giving away in a prior video. If you haven't watched it, I'm gonna put the link up there for you to click on. If you missed this giveaway, I apologize, but I will be doing many giveaways in the future. And remember, I am still growing a subscribers and follower base on YouTube. Therefore, there aren't that many people participating yet, which increases your chances dramatically of winning those giveaways. And many of those are great giveaways, such as this C-Coach device, which is valued at around $500. So this is a great giveaway. So if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please do so to make sure that you don't miss any videos and any giveaways in the future. So the winner of the C-Coach device is Tish Hood. Tish Hood says in a comment, a great teacher. Oh, thank you. Demonstrates well, and I'm new to the reining. I lease a horse. Leasing a horse is a great way to get into the sport, definitely, because you know, a reining horse that can be, you know, that you can have at home and maintain yourself, and potentially just have into training occasionally in order to have it tuned up if you are a non-professional, or even if you're a professional and you want to buy yourself a, you know, reining horse to, you know, to put your name out there and be competitive. They cost quite a bit of money and take a long time to train to their full potential. Therefore, leasing a horse is a great way to dip your toe into the industry, and I think it's a great idea, and I recommend this greatly. I should actually, you know, try to do that more for people. Keep it in mind. Anyways, Tish, I congratulate you. I will reach out to you on YouTube, and without further ado, let's get to the video.
When it comes to finances, it's no different. I mean, when I first started out saving and investing my money, I was pretty disappointed.
What's up everybody? Jonathan Gauthier here, and welcome to yet another episode. I don't know if you could hear what I was just watching here, but this is one of the most interesting videos I've watched on YouTube in a long time. And I watch a lot of videos on YouTube because you can learn so much, and it's all free. So I really encourage you guys to do that. But I guess if you're here watching now, I assume that you do this already. Speaking of which, I'm planning on making many videos in the weeks coming. I have many very interesting topics and subjects that I want to cover, and so if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of those videos, if you don't go on YouTube that often, or you know, you can be notified by subscribing and turning on the little bell at the bottom, so this way that when I post a new video, you will be notified instantly, and then this way you don't get to miss anything. So I would appreciate you very much doing that. Again, okay, so back to this video. This video is by Cash College. It's a YouTube channel that I've been following now since a couple months, and believe it or not, it's a channel that's about financial investments, stock markets, and just money in general, and how to best manage your money. And this guy's great. He's got great analogies and great ideas. But this one video caught my attention in particular. And the title of this video, and I'll put the link in the description because I really encourage you to watch it, and I encourage you to subscribe to his channels because all of his videos are very, very good and very entertaining and also very enlightening. So again, I suggest that you follow him on YouTube as well. But the title of this video is Financial Independence and the Valley of Disappointment. The Valley of Disappointment is the key phrase here. And the Valley of Disappointment is very, in investing anyways, is very similar to many other things in life, I think, but very similar to the progress of horse training. When you put this in a graph where you have on one side you have the results, and on the other side you have a timeline, we all expect the progress of whatever we do to be linear, to be progressive in a straight line like this. And unfortunately, it's not the case, especially not with horses. And the training of a horse, especially starting from scratch and starting from the beginning, from the foundation on, is more of an exponential curve, which which is somewhat flatter, or depending on the amount of effort or work you put into it, also depending on the horse itself, this flat line can be quite long before it starts to progress up and progress forward. But when it does, it just seems like to skyrocket and get very steep, and all of a sudden the progress becomes it just is so much faster. But the reason this is called, and this is why I related to this so much, the reason this is called the Valley of Disappointment is because this is where you're putting in so many tools and so many things into the horse that sometimes counteract with one another. We all want a straight horse, but we may be needing to bend this horse a lot, or especially more on one side than the other, in order to have him straight down the road. And so that may cause the horse to spin on the wrong pivot foot, to stick his rib cage out. It may cause him to push out of the circle in order to get rid of the horse dropping the shoulder. It's just a lot of things that you do along the way that eventually come together. So the progress of training the horse is not linear, and although our customers expect immediate results for the immediate investment, and they're paying a fair amount of money monthly in us training their horses, they expect to see that progress as the investment grows. Unfortunately, just like investing in the stock market or saving money, it's not linear, it's exponential. It's progressive in the way that eventually all of the little things that you do and repeat and repeat and repeat, everything that you teach the horse seems to fill a gap, fill a hole here and there, until eventually it starts to progress forward. But once it does, it goes very fast. And so if we can be patient through this process, through this valley of disappointment, where we constantly feel disappointed because of the amount of effort we put towards something, but then feeling like it counteract on something else that we were doing, that the horse was doing well, but is no longer doing it well because it potentially is confused, or it's maybe body sore because we were making him do a new move that is just making him body sore. And it's just really all of the little things that we do that's going to really make a difference down the road. And this is why that I believe that the progress of training horses is exponential and not linear. Another good story that he says in this video, and I'll summarize it, and I really encourage you to go and watch it. He's talking about the British cycling team, which over 100 years had not been able to win any medals, not even one in the Olympics, until they hired this new coach. And this new coach, over the span of a few years, implemented very, very, very minor changes to their routine, to the training, which many of them were laughable by everyone, such as making sure that the team knows exactly how to wash their hands properly to not catch cold, to painting the inside of their van white so that it can detect any speckle of dust that may impair the performance of the bikes, and all kinds of things like that, such as the type of pillow that the team will be sleeping on in order to make sure that they're getting ultimate amount of sleep. And I think that it's the same thing with us, and it's the same thing with horses. So all of the little details, fine details that I spend a lot of time teaching and repeating, all of the little things that we do through training, through the care of our horses, may seem like nothing for a long period of time until they start to matter. And when they start to matter, it seems like, just like the exponential curve, you get out of this valley of disappointment, and this is where noticeable progress and rewarding progress really starts to be felt. And so I think it would be a lot more relaxing in the mind of a rider, of a trainer, to have this picture in mind of this exponential curve rather than this linear curve. And therefore, despite the downs and the hard times where you feel confused and you're not sure if you're doing the right thing because things aren't quite working right, they all matter. The only time where it won't matter, or it will matter in a negative and have a negative impact, is if you lose patience, if you feel too insecure and don't complete all of the things that you should be doing. But if you are patient and you believe in yourself and in what you're doing, and you have the end goal in mind, just like anything else in life, you will achieve this goal no matter what. And along the way, every single detail matters, from how you care about your horse, from their feet, their teeth, you know, the attention that they get, the turnout times, how to make them happy, how to open up their spirit, and then training from how you warm them up, what type of tack you use, which saddle you use on which horse, which bit works best, and being able to really understand and know your horse and pay attention to all of those details that will play a big part in the progress, until eventually this exponential curve is going to hit that steep rise where it's going to be very, very rewarding and feel great. So anyways, I hope you get something out of this, and I hope that I explained it right. If not, again, go watch Cash's video, because definitely much more elaborate and much easier to understand than my French-Canadian accent, trying to connect this type of analogy to training horses. But if it did help in any way, and if it's going to help anyone to take a step back and relax and just be a little bit more patient with their work, their progress, or with the responses they get from their horse, have their end goal very clear in mind, and just keep trucking and keep plucking at it and keep plugging those holes until eventually, you know, you have that strong foundation laid out that you can build anything on top of, and have that steep rise to success. Alright, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you have not checked out yet the Comfort Zone Horse Training video series, where you can find over 100 hours and counting of all types of training exercise tools, and pretty much my entire program laid out there for you. You can try it for free for 7 days. If you don't like it, just cancel that. It won't cost you a dime. If you do like it, it'll cost you less than $25 a month, which is half the cost of a lesson. So I hope that it will be worth your money. Please, if you are a subscriber, you have any questions or comments, it helps me grow, because I feed off of the feedback and the questions that I get from the subscribers. So again, thanks for being part of the team. I appreciate you being involved. It helps me grow, gives me ideas, and I cannot wait to the next video. Take care.